Heads up. Hello everyone, Dana14 Prime here. I want to drop a heads up video today. If you follow Prime 1 Studios on Instagram, you saw a couple days ago they put up the Nightfall Batman piece up for pre-order on their site. And now here a couple days later, we're seeing it go up on the US e-tailer sites. I'm out here on Sideshow. Link in the description below. Go ahead and jump through, check out some more of these picks. Get your order in if you're interested. Any shopping you do through those links supports the channel at no cost to you and is very much appreciated. So this piece from the museum line, so a good 3 feet tall figure here, $1,150 for the exclusive, 350 edition size, the collector edition, TBD on the edition, and looks like you're just $50 cheaper there. Expected to arrive sort of late third quarter, early fourth quarter of 2020, and the exclusive being this helmeted version of the head sculpt. So beautiful figure here, beautiful piece, nice gargoyle kind of base, pretty typical classic Batman style of base, kind of gothic, you know. Fabric cape, posable. They've got it wrapping around. It looks cool. I would like, this is my one knock, would just be able to like them to do, or at least give you some options for the cake, especially considering the exclusive helmet here is really like his last iteration of this costume, and what goes with that helmet is really like an armored version of the cape. So we don't quite get that full look going together with the exclusive. But just a really cool design from the 90s of Batman here. I'll talk about him a bit in a minute. Just want to show the piece off a little bit here. Again, you're about 20 inches wide and deep, or a little bit more as well. So big piece. I'm definitely interested in picking this figure up. If you haven't checked out the storyline, check out my Amazon page. Again, you'll find a section there for Batman books, I think, that I've read. And the 3 Nightfall omnibus are out there. I'm a 90s kid, so I was familiar with the storyline, but I did read through all 3 of those omnibus last year. And this is a big piece. John Paul Valley taking up the Batman mantle. Big piece of that storyline. And just a really cool, unique piece. Here's what you get for head sculpts. You get a short-eared cowl, you get a long-eared cowl, and then the exclusive over here, which is the helmet, when he just kept going like more armor, you know, like a knight, right? They're Knights of St. Dumas, Azrael is, so he just kept armoring up that costume. Big claws here. I think there's 2 versions of those as well, short and long. They'll probably show us, but just really cool, just fun. I mean, this thing is just like fun. It's kind of crazy. It's definitely not for everyone. But if you're a 90s guy, kid, you know, growing up then, like me, or you're just really into all things Batman, this is a pretty special piece. Probably not too many opportunities to get a version of Batman like this. Here's that shorter sort of clawed look. You got that swap out. So try and just find, here's the back view, really just dramatic, big shoulder piece there. Trying to find the standard design. So here we've got basically what's the normal version. Let's just stop here a second. So here with the regular cowl on, this is sort of what you'll get from any normal look. And again, this was a version of the costume he wore for quite a bit of the run before at the very end he kind of took it up a next level. No short change around back, you know, you take the cape off, just a lot of great detail with that armor wrapping around through there. All the pouches look great and everything. Always thought kind of a funny utility belt because it doesn't really close in the center, but that's how it was. So let me take a second here on the Nightfall Batman. Again, 90s comic storybook run. Batman gets all worn down, just trying to do too much, not resting. And eventually gets run through a gauntlet set up by Bane, going through like enemy after enemy, just getting more worn down. And then eventually Bane takes him on and of course breaks his back. Bruce Wayne's down for the count. He taps JPV to pick up the mantle of the Batman, passing on Dick Grayson at the time at least. Dick would come on later in that run. Yeah, John Paul Valley, he's programmed. He's from this Knights of St. Dumas order. His dad was Azrael. He's been programming, brainwashing his son, JPV, to pick up that mantle. So he's instinctively just a great fighter because all that programming's in his head. So he's very effective. At the same time, he's like just dangerous, kind of crazy, and merciless. So definitely a lot of fear in Gotham when JPV was donning the cowl. I remember a stat in the storyline where I think crime in Gotham was down 42% during his reign as the Batman, though. So maybe the most effective Batman in Gotham's history. Though definitely it was concerns and questioning of his means. Certainly is one of the motivations to bring Bruce back and pick the mantle back up. If only for a short time before then again turning it over to Dick Grayson. But overall, just a fun storyline there. And, you know, JPV with his programming and different style of how he wants to fight with his training, his programming, just evolves the bat suit, right? He starts with the regular cowl, the regular suit, and he just keeps tweaking it. I can't remember the order, but first it was like the gauntlets so he could shoot a batarang, and then it was like the claws, and put a flamethrower in there as well, and just start swapping out the whole bat sign and everything. So it just evolved over the whole storyline. And the look that they give us here was a good look. It was really at the core of the storyline. He was using this, and he used it for a long part of that run, before towards the end really taking it up into the full armor version, where you'd basically have the helmet and the armored wings, which we're missing here. But great interpretation here, great version of the costume to pick up and make a statue of. But yeah, just a fun piece. I think the people that like it. You've been hearing that reaction on, social media and all the YouTube videos and everything, Instagram. So you got that contingent. You got some groups that probably just think it looks cool, which I think it does. And then you probably got a chunk of people just don't care. It's very sort of non-traditional, probably Batman for a lot of people still. But again, link in the description below. Jump through, check it out, get your order in if you're interested. Check me out on Instagram, same handle, Dan14Prime. And yeah, check out my Amazon page, link below as well, if you're interested in picking up those books to check out this storyline. It's a fun one. All right, guys, thanks for checking in. See you next time.